and welcome to Grandads Farm with me, Sean-Simsyt. Hi guys, and welcome to Grandads Farm, saving Grandads Farm. So we're here, Grandads Farm. He left us it in the will, and yeah, there's a small farm in Grandads. There's a couple of another small printing farms in the area. We do have some lush grass. Just go through the gateway here. That's not ours. Just getting the land. That's not ours. I have there we go. 94's ours. The 2-part split. As the deed reads, other farmers do have access to, I guess, the bottom field. Is it 93 we get? Yeah, it's this one here we get 93. Yeah, as the deed reads, we get farmers do access this road, so there will be tractors coming and going to work in these fields here. 92 and 91, which is looking like it's growing. It says grass, but it doesn't look like grass. Anyway, them two are growing. So, what has Grandad left us? Well, I remember the tractor as a boy, sitting up there with him in the small seat there. It's like a arm. So we have got the New Holland 7740. It's gonna be a little workhorse. In the shed we have got a Strumman Zeld CF 250-01. We've got a Vulcan Vax 940 Tedder. And we have got a Kuman GMD 4411, and we've also got a windrow, and it's a Salzmass Z2 850H. So that's the equipment. That's the equipment and the equipment we've got. We do have a sheep pen, and sheep are going to be ordered. And we have this beautiful cow barn that Grandad ordered. That dog's noisy. That Grandad ordered before he passed. He had the the farm's got a dairy license. The inspectors are going to come out and they're going to inspect the dairy land. And just have a quick look at the the shed and see if it meets standards. Yeah, so there's that. We also have a manure heap for when the cows turn off. Now there is a bit of greenery here, Greenland, a bit of space here. I've got some plans for this coming up in the future. But first things first, we're gonna take order of the sheep. So we're going with some Swiss Brown Mountains. We're gonna get 60. We'll go for 30. So we're going for 30 Swiss Brown Mountains. So we're gonna have it at the farm. The reason 30 is because they will, I mean, at this age, they're only very young, but they will start producing. I just hope you don't wander in field 92. Stay in this field, sheep. That's right, you've got to stay in this field. That's a lot of the livestock was sold off when Grandad passed because my grandma, she's not very well, and she couldn't really keep the farm on, and she's going to live with my my parents. My father was never interested as a boy about the farm. He always wanted to travel the world. And my mother works for a supermarket, so yeah, they're not actually involved in the farm in any way. It's just me, myself and I. So yeah, I think the first job I need to do today is start her up so she starts. Just like I remember. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna 193 when the gate opens. It's not a big field. We're gonna get it mowed, get it tedded, get a windrowed, and then we'll feed the sheep. Like I say, it's just it's a nice area, a lot of farm activity. But not just that, you know, it's quite well populated. I was hoping I was going to swing that way. Right. Lower it. We're just going to mow the field now. I'm just going to mow it around. I'm not going to go too into the hedges, because it'll be difficult to get the windrow out of there. Yeah, so we're here. We're at Greenlands. We're saving Grandads Farm. There is machinery here. I'm sorry about this cough. Every time I press the record button, I just have this annoying cough. It's lingered from the COVID days. Yeah, so we're here. We're at Grandads Farm. We're going to save it as best we can. We're going to run it. But farmers nowadays, you know, there's no subs out there. You got to be good diverse, you know. So there is certain plans I've got in mind. And with Grandma's permission, I'd like to go over them with her, and hopefully she approves. You know, I don't want to lose the core foundations of Grandads Farm. We don't want to sort of railroad what the vision he had for it, and his parents had for it, and you know, before them. But with young minds brings, you know, new ideas. I've always got luck to make a business profitable, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to diverse the farm. You know, we're going to talk to business owners, see what they need. You know, get the local produce into the local shops, so they don't have to spend exuberant amounts importing it. You know, if we can grow it here in Greenlands, then we should support that. You know, if we can be in Greenlands, then we need to support that, and that's what we're going to do. I say we've got to start. We're only starting small. We've only got these 3 fields. We've got 2 brand new side clamps that came along with the cow shed that Grandad bought, so they're going to spread as well. We've also got something his latest possession. Just before he passed. I'll show you that. It was at the back. It's the latest thing he bought before he passed, and I think it was the cows in mind that he bought it. I think it was definitely with him in mind. And yeah, it'd be interesting to Let's see if we can make it work. I'd say the good thing about this is obviously we don't have to pay any land fees, we don't have to pay rent to anyone. Now it's our farm. I have in the past been a farm tenant myself. That's how it was passed down to me, it wasn't just sold. So yeah, I'm gonna mow this field. You guys will probably join back just as I start heading. And yeah, we're gonna create some hay for the sheep. Because in turn the sheep will provide us with wool, which in turn we can send to the spinnery. Which in turn can be turned to cloth, which in turn can be turned to clothing. Which I think is interesting. Anyway guys, I'll get this finished and I'll speak to you in a more. Hi guys, welcome back. So we did the mowing and now we're just going to ted the grass. I do love the way this new animation that Jans have put in for the tedding. I always felt in fs22 it was quite flat. This one just creates like a, that's how to explain. Creates like a flicking. Some people might say it's too much. I like it, I mean, you know, it's interesting. As I was saying earlier about, you know, the plans to farm, I do want to get some chickens, but we have no way of feeding chickens as of yet. You know, there's an rush to look into, where you could look into a feeder, or if there's any wheat or barley contracts we could take upon them. I don't think we have a silo here actually at the farm, so I think one thing we lack is a silo, or if we do I haven't seen it. Granddad never did have one, so we could get a small silo. Nothing fancy, you know, it doesn't have to be a massive one. A small silo that's all a bit of grain in. It's all about cost and reward. You got to speculate to accumulate with it. And I think if you know, you've also got to look at the cost of how much would the eggs bring at the farm. You know, is it viable? Yeah, so we're really just gonna get this knocked out, get it done. I also admit, grass work in fs22 was my favourite. I did like putting the grass into the silage clamps, making silage. But one thing giants have done, which I find bizarre, I do find it's mind-boggling, is you can no longer feed silage to your cows. I mean, what's all of them? You know what I mean? Like silage to cows is the main ingredient, you know. Yes, they will sit in the field and they will eat the grass, and you know, throughout the spring, summer and autumn they will sit and eat that. And farmers will cut the grass, you know, the first, second, third cut, if they're lucky enough to get a fair cut for the winter. But you always feed your cows silage. You know, you don't, I'm not saying all farms do, but you don't see a lot of farms. If it's beef stock, you may see farmers feeding their cows, you know, TMR. But I watch a lot of YouTubers. Tom Pemmett would be one. You know, there's a couple of other guys that I watch that are farmers, and they all feed their cows silage, you know? I mean, hell, some of the farms I watch even feed the sheep silage, you know? It's just fermented grass. It's you know, it's got the nutrients in it. It's dry, it's compact, it's good for the digestive system. No, it's what they like to eat. We're gonna have problems like I can sense it. It's just gonna be right in the way. Everyone slow yourself with the twines. Come on, get it, shut. I'm gonna get as close as we can. Not as to waste too much here. I'm really just gonna do straight lines to the hedge line, turn it round, try and come back up. Don't really want to be sort of veering off too much. Yes, I was saying, like, so I used to love doing silage. I remember playing Spectacle Islands and doing, like, I think it was, it's like 1,000,000 litres we got off the big field, and you going over the two bridges next to where the methane byproduct was, not methane, propane byproduct was, in Spectacle, you know. I remember seeing that and I remember thinking, well, why are we not, you know, when we're doing that, and I remember having the cows there on Spectacle. You know, I remember feeding the cows silage. My brother used to constantly, I was used to put on the thing, and he said, oh, well, you know, like, why do you not make TMR, why do you not do the hay, why do you not, you know, I was like, I don't need to, you know. Because of the way seasons worked at the time, and the Geo, which is by Realism Modding, you know, did the seasons for farm sims. You know, if you have that turned on, your animals ate the grass. I think it was after the third day. You know, so I just mowed that field, got the cows and the sheep fed up, and then on Spectacle the big thing was clearing your fields of trees, you know. You know, Dagman did a bit, and so did Mr. CDP. He did a bit on there. You know, I thoroughly enjoyed playing Mario, I thoroughly enjoyed watching people play it. Those different ideas. You take your wood chips down, you say wood chips. I think it has potential, does have potential to come back. Spectacle. I think if Jim can tweak that map, you know, you could quite easily bring it back. I mean, No Man's Land's perfectly set up for the additions that that Farm Simulator has brought. You know, I mean, I was on PC, but I always had the ability to have factories and certain things. I know, was it Weasel? I think Weasel did a couple. Remember Dagwin doing the sugar beet process on No Man's. You know, so PC I've always had that, but now that console I've got this, and I think it's massively improved, but there's just certain things like that I've lost its, not so much as polish, because Farm Sims it's always been done to a high standard, but I think it just, what gets me is the silage, you know. Everything else about Farm Simulator, you know, how it works, the mods that are available, amazing, you know, can't fault them. And then you have the, you know, the amazing modders that spend a lot of, you know, a lot of time, putting a lot of great effort in. You know, but yeah, just that always bugs me, is like the fact that silage plays such a massive part in farming. You know, you set the biogas plant to make money, or you can you ship it, feed your animals. Yes, you do it for TMR, but like CDP, he was playing. What was he playing just before the? He was playing a map. I can't remember what it was now. Just before we came on to I really forget the name now. See if it was a map just before we came on to 22, and you started off owning the biogas plants and a field and some machinery. Or was it rented? No, the machinery was rented, I remember now. You know, and you did that 1 or 2 times to build the capital up. And you just think, well, surely shouldn't that be that, you know? Anyway, I rambled enough on. I'm rambling, I'm complaining. We must save Grandads Farm. We must prevail. Right, we're going to stick the windrower in. We're going to get the sorry, concentrating, I'm just thinking. Yeah, we're going to stick with the windrower in, and we're going to get the forage wagon out, fire her up, and we'll get the cows, get these sheep fed. I'm just wondering, did I leave enough? There's a bit of mess on the floor. Just trying to get over the swath of it. Oh, I'm cutting hair. Another cool new feature that Farmers have done is the icons now. The icons I found in 19 were so blasé. They were quite confusing. 19, like, you couldn't really tell, like, you know, it's like between your grass and your hair. It didn't sound straw, you know. Yeah, but I think for the first go, are really just producing the game themselves, you know, been the producers, been the creators. I think it's absolutely amazing. One great bit to have though, and this is, I suppose it's just a little thing to reward the PS5 owners, I suppose, is my indicator, yeah. My indicator, if we turn the lights off, it will cause a bit of reflection, just a light one, and you can see it here. You can see it just on the red part of the forage wagon. Why couldn't that be that? You know, if you look at the forage wagon, there's no light, there's no reflection for that. Why couldn't that be incorporated? You know, just small things like that. I mean, I'm not fortunate enough to have a PS5. All my games playing PS4. All my editing is done PS4. You know, but just small things like that are already in the game. I do like the crossplay platform that they've introduced for multiplayer. That was something quite cool. I remember me and my brother, obviously I play quite a lot of Farms with my brother. Me and my brother, we came on the first day it was released, they were pre-ordered. And we both come from work, installed it, and we went on to Elm Creek. You know, look at all the new things, look at all the cool new, you know, look at all the cool new things at the greenhouses, look at the, you know, the factories, etc. I think we're going to need a bigger tractor, Hans. So that was my entire impression of a German. The tractor, you know, the new weight system. I think this tractor is, it's feeling the pull, shall we say. I promise never to do my dodgy German impression again. It is definitely feeling the pull though. I mean, it's a nippy tractor. It does 27 miles an hour on a straight. But it's really just feeling that. Feeling the weight. Oh, full. Let's go. How much will the sheep take? I wonder. 30 sheep. Are they going to take all of it? I don't think they are. Lucky it's not a tippy. If it's a tippy, we could be in trouble. %. Not bad really. Let's say we're sort of at a point now. I mean, that should keep them going for a while. If we go into the dialogue menu, grass, I give them hay. I can give them grass, hay. So hay's done. So we're going to collect the rest, and then we'll head on back. Just thinking, maybe we should take the hay and create a bit of capital when the tractor does finally find a reverse gear, and set the biogas plant. We'll get there eventually. Yeah, I say we're not terribly strapped for cash. No, there's a little bit of amount left over. We sort of don't go any lower than that. That's our emergency fund. But I do really think we need a tractor. I mean, there's a Fendt 515. I don't know how much that is in the store. We could look at maybe acquiring one of them. You know, maybe a Valtra, Valtra might have the ponies. I think for the build parts, I think coming downhill is completely fine. No, let's get into it, where speed, no problem. I think come up the hill. Oh, please don't max out. You're gonna max out before I get down here. Was hoping to get this field in 2 sweeps, but no, we'll go and see if they want it. Green energy, burning green energy, as it were. All the sheep seem really happy. Hello sheep, ram you. Hello sheep. I mean, this tractor is so immoral, that's why I picked it as the first starting tractor. But it's got some serious empowerment issues. Every time that little red recording light is flashing, the children need you. The children want you. There's always a crisis in my house. I suppose the joys of hanging children. Alright, Greenside BGA. Greenside, I wonder if it's related to Grandpa. Probably just the area. Alright. Gonna get onto the skills. So see how we're 1295.4. Interesting. Oh, we have a problem. The we do have a problem. Oh, can we tip it in there? Might be able to tip it in here. Oh, wasn't last tipping tip. There was a tip sign there. Says slow renew sugar. Oh, they don't accept it. Nightmare. Wonder where it does accept here. I'm guessing it's going to be in the town. Yeah. Well, you're gonna get to see town, and we're also have to get some fuel on the way too. We're in low. At least we know it's just salvage. For some reason I thought it was other properties too. Maybe that was previous game. Oh, so always check your mirrors, Sean, when you come out of junctions. It's a bit silly. Yeah, so anyway, we're gonna head down there. You know, I'll take you down. I'll take you down there. If you didn't see the map tour, Mr. CDP, go and check it out. We can do contracts, but to make it more interesting, we can only do the contract if we have the equipment. So if I want to do a cultivator contract, I've got to have the cultivator. If we want to do harvest contract, I've got to have a harvester. Want to do sowing contract, I've got to have the seed or planter. Just to make it that bit more tricky, a bit more challenging. And it's quite easy getting rent the machinery and off we go. I'm not limited from using workers. I can use them. So just a couple of the to make the game more interesting, make it more. Now is it? I think it's this one. Is it here? Is it this one? Oh, we'll see further on. Oh, that's next turn. That's fine. That's it. That's it. Greenlands, very populated. Very what was that called? Very it's going to vary now. Not a barber. It's got a very I forget what it's called. I'm not going to remember what I'm calling. If I do, I'll put it on the screen somewhere. Darkwing did his survival roleplay there. I'm sure you guys will know, put it in the comment section. Where the hell is this? Orchards down there? Yeah. All these little side roads. I think I know better. All the cars behind me are getting very impatient. What is that crazy farmer doing a tractor, you're probably thinking? There we are. Greenland's Auction Centre. It says in that shed there. We will find out. Oh, wonky wonky. £2,015. I do need to get some fuel for the tractor though. Don't know what we're running low or running out. I can imagine fuel being quite pricey. I know it is at the UK. I think I was reading reports it was £1.60 per litre for diesel. And the government have decided to put bans on drivers using red diesel, which is obviously also going to push the prices up. Oh, it's £5, wasn't too bad. Anyway guys, we're going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay safe. Have a good one.